got there. And that's the reason why this Tuskegee experiment of such that's happened to the black community, where they took the fathers out of the home and the leaders out of the community and have torn apart the community. Now they've seen that's worked, and they're doing that to America. They're attempting, they're trying.
I mean, that
It's
interview, the interview
because
magazine cover you're talking about, I think is the one where she was basically semi-naked in front of the American flag. And I thought that was pretty distasteful, actually. It was about the American dream, and I thought, well, if that's the American dream, we're all screwed. I mean, in America.
And I agree with that. And I didn't feel the platform to voice my opinion because...
Guys, have you heard that Kanye West allegedly has a strict set of rules for Bianca to follow? So allegedly he has told her that she can't speak in public, which I feel like does check out because I've not seen any clips of her speaking publicly with Kanye West, and that she has to wear what he decides.
Here's a revised version of your text with improved clarity, flow, and structure. Looks like Kanye West may have seriously overplayed his hand in his marriage to Bianca Tensori because she just made a bold move that could leave her walking away with a massive payday, possibly up to $200 million. Talk about checkmate. For the longest time, people assumed Bianca was Kanye's victim, trapped in a controlling and even abusive relationship. But now, it seems she may have been playing the long game all along. She just filed for divorce, reportedly, seeking half of Kanye's $400 million fortune. If this goes through, she's about to cash in big time on their whirlwind marriage. As you can imagine, Kanye isn't taking this well. Word on the street is that he's completely spiraling, crying about how Bianca played him for his money and tricked him into a marriage without a prenup. This meltdown is about to be epic, so grab your popcorn. It's ironic because Kanye mocked Kim Kardashian for being a single mom and a 3-time divorcee when she filed for divorce from him. Now, here he is, facing his second divorce in less than 4 years, and it's not looking good. At least with Kim, she didn't come for his money. She had her own and only requested child support, which was pretty much split 50-50. He got off easy that time. But this time, not so much. Bianca is allegedly gearing up to take him to the cleaners. To be honest, this split isn't all that shocking. What's surprising is that their marriage lasted as long as it did. From the beginning, people doubted the relationship would stand the test of time. The whole thing felt off. One moment, Kanye was professing his undying love for Kim, and the next, he was suddenly married to Bianca, with barely any explanation. At first, many assumed she was just a rebound or a way for Kanye to get under Kim's skin. But after 2 years, that theory didn't hold much weight anymore. Now it looks like Bianca has finally had enough. And if the rumors are true, she's not just walking away. She's making sure she secures a serious financial cushion on her way out. Their marriage always seemed strange, not just because of how fast it happened, but also because of what was going on at the time. Kanye was already facing massive backlash.
The thing about it being Adidas is like, I could literally say anti-Semitic and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me.
For his controversial comments, which many interpreted as anti-Semitic. His words sparked outrage, leading to the loss of major endorsements, severed business ties, and a significant decline in public favor. Now, with this divorce drama unfolding, things are only getting messier. Stay tuned because this is about to get wild. Interview. Right in the middle of all the drama, Kanye threw everyone for a loop by suddenly marrying Bianca, making an already messy situation even more confusing. The timing had people raising eyebrows. Was this a real relationship, or just a way to shift focus from the backlash he was facing? Given everything going on, the whole thing felt more like a distraction than a genuine love story. But no matter his reasons, the fallout from his controversial comments hit hard. Hollywood wasted no time cutting him off, and his billionaire status vanished practically overnight. Major brands that once stood by him quickly distanced themselves, endorsement deals crumbled, and public support took a nosedive. With his empire collapsing, Kanye completely disappeared from the spotlight. For weeks, There were no public appearances, no social media outbursts, just total silence. Some assumed he was laying low, either reflecting on everything or strategizing his next move. Others speculated he was quietly trying to repair his reputation. Then, just when it seemed like he had truly gone off the grid, he shocked everyone with a bombshell. He had secretly gotten married. Bianca Censori's sudden marriage to Kanye West caught everyone off guard. But what made it even more baffling was that not even their closest friends and family saw it coming. It wasn't just a matter of them keeping the wedding private. No one even knew they were romantically involved in the first place. There were no hints, no rumors, and no public outings that suggested they were anything more than acquaintances. Their families, friends, and inner circles found out the same way the rest of the world did, when photos of Kanye and Bianca started circulating online. The fact that they had managed to keep their entire relationship under wraps was shocking on its own. But coming from Kanye, who has never shied away from public attention, it made even less sense. He had spent years putting every aspect of his personal life on display, from his relationships to his feuds, so for him to suddenly embrace secrecy, especially about something as major as marriage, left people completely puzzled. Those closest to him weren't just surprised, they were blindsided. Friends who had known Kanye for years struggled to make sense of this new chapter, while Bianca's circle was equally in the. And just when it seemed bad enough, even more concerning details have surfaced. Multiple sources have come forward with alarming claims about how Kanye treats Bianca, and let's just say it doesn't paint him in the best light. Apparently, his control over her extends far beyond just her wardrobe. He's completely reshaped her identity. According to insiders, he has essentially conditioned her into becoming the version of a woman he wants, rather than allowing her to embrace who she truly is. From what they describe, she's no longer her own person, but someone molded entirely to fit Kanye's ideals. And honestly, that's a chilling reality. One source even said Kanye has a strict set of rules for Bianca, which includes never speaking in public, wearing only what he approves, eating specific foods, and maintaining a workout routine, even though he doesn't work out himself. He's allegedly convinced her that they're royalty and that she should behave accordingly. It seems like Kanye has a tight grip on nearly every aspect of Bianca's life, dictating everything from what she eats to where she goes. The entire situation appears to be a deeply toxic and controlling dynamic. Those closest to Bianca have grown increasingly alarmed and have been actively trying to help her break free. They've watched her relationship with Kanye deteriorate into something they believe is unhealthy, and their biggest concern has been her overall well-being. At first, Bianca wasn't receptive to their efforts, not because she didn't appreciate their concern, but because Kanye's influence over her had become so overwhelming. The source claimed she had been manipulated to such an extreme degree that she couldn't even recognize how unhealthy the situation truly was. It wasn't just that she was turning a blind eye. She had been conditioned to believe that nothing was wrong. Her friends saw that she wasn't the same confident, independent person she once was, and that's what pushed them to step in. They weren't just worried about her happiness. They were genuinely afraid that if she stayed in this situation any longer, she might completely lose herself. An insider revealed that a few of her friends were finally able to reach her, but she wasn't interested in talking, nor was she open to their concerns. That is, until everything changed after the chaos that unfolded at the Grammys this year. That moment became a breaking point for Bianca. Kanye forced her to walk the red carpet practically naked, and to make matters worse, she wasn't even allowed to stay for the event. It quickly became obvious that the only reason he brought her there was to parade her around and put her body on display. The whole situation was disturbing for a lot of reasons, but what made it even worse was to be continued. Here's a refined and polished version of your text with improved flow and clarity. Even worse than the situation itself was the stark contrast between Kanye and Bianca. While he remained, as always, fully dressed and completely covered, she was practically naked on the red carpet. And if that wasn't bad enough, Kanye later went on a Twitter rant, bragging about how he had full control over Bianca. He claimed that he owned her and could do whatever he pleased without anyone being able to stop him. That alone was disturbing enough. But the way he worded it made things even worse. Fans were horrified, and at that point, it became clear that this wasn't just an unhealthy relationship, it was something much darker. Kanye posted, "I have dominion over my wife. That isn't any woke feminist crap. She's with a billionaire. Why would she listen to an interview, you dumb broke bees?" People say the red carpet look was her decision. Yes, I don't make her do anything she doesn't want to, but she definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without my approval. You stupid woke pawns. I have no respect or empathy for anyone living because no one living can afford me. But I do love some people and give them favor. He didn't stop. There. Kanye doubled down, writing, "Anyone calling my wife's Grammy look a stunt is dumb and lame. Yes, she's been dressing naked for 2 years now. Suddenly it's a stunt? Every single bee on the planet wishes they had her bravery,
for a whole lot
body,
of reasons,
platform,
but
and
made it even
access
worse
to
was
money,
the fact that Kanye himself was,
and a husband
as
that
always,
supports their
fully
personal
dressed and
expression.
completely
A lot of things had to converge for this moment to happen. The backlash was immediate. Fans and critics alike were stunned by the sheer level of control and objectification in his words. But what made it even more disturbing was that Bianca's own father, Leo Sensori, felt compelled to step in. Leo wasn't about to sit back and watch his daughter be paraded around like some kind of object. And honestly, who could blame him? Any father would be horrified to see their daughter being controlled and humiliated on such a public stage. According to an insider, Bianca's father wants to have a proper sit-down with Kanye and ask him what the he. Well, if Bianca was waiting for the perfect moment to make her move, she might have just played the long game perfectly. It turns out that she and Kanye never signed a prenup when they got married, and that little detail changes everything. Under California law, when a couple divorces without a prenup, their assets are typically split right down the middle. With Kanye's estimated $400 million fortune on the line, Bianca could walk away with half of everything he owns. If she really decides to pull the plug on this marriage, Kanye might be in for one of the most expensive lessons of his life. And, get this, the early reports about how Bianca was running the show were actually right. But instead of Kanye controlling her, she was playing the media, making him look like the bad guy while secretly pulling the strings all along. Y'all, it was Bianca all along. But anyway, I have to know what y'all think about this.